Welcome to Knitting Daily, where yarn and fiber take center stage. Join knitting expert Uni Jang, crochet ace Kim Worker, spinning and weaving fiberista Liz Gibson, and favorite stitcher Shay Pendray. Get started with the world's most beautiful fibers and yarns. Meet trend-setting designers, improve or learn new skills, knit along with us, and make time for yarn every day.
Welcome to Knitting Daily. On today's show, we're diving into cables. Let's get started with some yarns and tools that are used for cabling. I have Deborah Knight with me from yarnmarket.com. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Uni. It's nice to be here. I think the most important thing to start off with is the fact that cables really aren't as complicated as some people might think. And even the beginner knitter can accomplish this wonderful stitch because it's just stitching out of order. Here we have a fine example of a simple cable. It doesn't have too many twists in it, and this would be really easy to learn, and then the knitter can work her way up to the more intricate patterns like the fisherman knits.
Right, so beginners really don't have to be afraid of cables.
Oh, not at all, but they do have to have the right tools, and you start with your regular knitting needles, and then you need a cable stitch holder, and there are different kinds. You can choose which one. It's a matter of preference. You know, whichever one works for you. You're using this to put the stitches in the back and in the front as you're twisting, and so you must have these. And you must have a really good yarn that has the right amount of twist and a very smooth finish to it so that you can get the stitch definition, because that's what cables are all about. It's the stitch definition.
So you'd say that, probably you wouldn't want to do cables with a yarn with a lot of texture to it, or, like a mohair, that
Absolutely,
kind of
you'd lose it. And you also don't want to have too much color, but this yarn in particular, it has wonderful subtle variations that would look nice in a cable.
Right.
And we also have a softer twist here, and this will give you a soft cable. It doesn't have to be super tight. This one's smooth and nice, and it's got some nice colorations to it.
So kind of a subtler effect with that.
Yes. Down here I have lovely merino wool in different gauges, and these wools have such a beautiful finish to them. They're so smooth that the cables really pop. Now over here, you don't have to always use wool. You can use mixes of, for example, hemp and cashmere. The hemp adds a lot of body to the cashmere, which you wouldn't normally want to do cables with.
Well, and plant yarns always look so crisp when you knit them up into cables. It's great.
Oh yes, the cotton with hemp is great for the summer.
Great.
Now over here we have a beautiful camel cable knit hat and scarf. It was created by Jan Gratz using a camel hair fiber. The manufacturer of this fiber is helping to switch the local community in Southeast Asia away from hunting the endangered snow leopard and into harvesting the fiber of the Bactrian camel. So when you use a yarn like this, you're also helping the environment.
Great. Well, that's so good to hear. More projects and techniques with cables coming right up.
Knitting Daily has been sponsored in part by yarnmarket.com, a global resource for over 600 yarns plus books, patterns, and other knitting supplies. yarnmarket.com. Projects, patterns, ideas, and techniques from today's show to help you make time for yarn every day can be found on the web at knittingdailytv.com. This is show 106. Continue knitting daily every day by joining the online Knitting Daily community and receive a free newsletter 5 times a week, filled with step-by-step techniques, inspiring reader-contributed stories, and free patterns. It's about knitting all the time. knittingdaily.com.